Yeah, it's been a focus. Actually, me and Coach Moorhead watched a bunch of tape of our first games, what we've done in opening drives, and then also what we're facing this week with Minnesota in opening drives, and what can we do better. Is there any themes? Is there anything kind of that's really jumping out? So we spent a lot of time talking about this week. We did it ahead of time. We wanted to get the first, second down game plan done. We wanted to get third down, red zone, goal line, all those types of situations done. And then today we took our first look at it, and then we'll follow back up later in the week, probably tomorrow. I think the other thing is I've been places where you scripted the first couple plays, maybe 10 plays. He hasn't done that, but I do think thinking about studying the first drive a little bit more, I think is going to help us.
So will you guys script?
No, we're not going to script, but I just think we're taking a little bit more specific approach. To be honest with you guys know, I can't say a whole lot about any of these types of things. So, I was told one thing during the game, so I reinforced that in the press conference, what I was told. And then, obviously we've been in conversation since then with the Big Ten, and they came out with a statement today. So, targeting in general, I get it, I understand. It's important for our game that we're doing everything we possibly can to protect the student athletes and protect the game, to be honest with you. But it is tough. You're going in to tackle a guy, you're trying to be aggressive. I think we've done a pretty good job with targeting in general. That was kind of a unique situation. So I think that's one of the reasons why the Big Ten came out with a statement, to make sure everybody's clear, because it's a little bit of a gray area. But there's clearly, I think you guys saw in the statement that was put out, there's clearly a clause for if you're going for the ball. Yeah, coaches do. We're involved in the rulemaking process. Not heavily involved, but we have coaches that sit on those boards when we're coming up every single year, whether we're modifying some rules or instituting new rules. But when anything that deals with player safety and concussions, which is such a hot topic, you're not going to really make too many adjustments to that. The game has gone in that direction. It's not coming back. Any type of shot above the chest, you're putting yourself in jeopardy. You're putting the person that you're hitting in jeopardy, and you're putting yourself in jeopardy. So I think those things those ships have sailed. So yeah, I think coaches are involved in the rulemaking process, but those things, when it comes to player welfare and player health and safety, they're part of our game now. And I don't think that you're going to see us go back in the other direction. Is that what you're asking, Brandon? The first thing they need to do is they need to be more vocal and take control. That's kind of a natural thing for young players. They're worried about themselves and doing their own job, not necessarily doing their own job and also leading the group. So both of those guys have got to be a lot more verbal and take control of calling out the defense, the adjustments, the shifts, the strengths, all those types of things. That's an area that I think both of those guys need to do better. But in the limited amount of time that they've had, and the limited reps, they both got great instincts. They both have really good quickness. And obviously you look at B. Smith. He's been pretty productive. We need Coop to take that next step as well.